What's up, guys? Welcome back to another school year here at Proversville Academy Foundation. And I am Sir John James Motheren Dayak, or you can just call me Sir JJ. I will be handling the junior high school music and arts subject. For those who are returning, I welcome you back and I thank you for choosing Proversville Academy Foundation. For the new incoming students, we welcome you here. So guys, today is a very different adventure for all of us here. And I really thank you for being wonderful and so being patient with this situation that we're having. Time will come that all of us will be together again. Okay. So yeah, you must be wondering, why do we need to learn about music and arts? Because, ladies and gentlemen, art, both visual and musical, is everywhere around us. Scripted kaya na pa pinawave. And it is a universal language which is understood by everyone around the world. Whether you are Chinese, African, a European man, or Spanish, or even Bisaya or Tagalog, all of us can understand art. You draw a square, everyone would see it as a square. The same as music. When you play a tune, they know that it's a tune. So that's what I mean about universal. Art has always been with us. It has been an important factor in the development of our civilization. It has shaped our thoughts and actions in many ways and continues to impact us even at the present. So, from dances to wars to philosophy, religion, computer games, movies, cartoons, animes, manga. Kasi may mga manga fans niya. Saan na siya? Mangwa, whatever, comics, and so much more. Art is ever present. It is not possible to build a house if there was no art to begin with. Well, I think it's still possible to build the house without art, but I'm very positive that that house would be the opposite of beautiful. Even our martial arts. So, there. Art is ever present. It is here we will understand the history and intricate relationships of the countless forms of art and find meaning in them. Because that is the reason why we are learning this in the first place, to understand what is music and arts. So yeah, together we will discover the importance of art in our lives and how it influences our mind. Yay! So join me in an adventure into a different dimension that is beyond the physical plane, which is the world of art. Physical plane, because music and arts, you can't really catch or grab them. Diba? You can just see them, you can hear them, but you can't really, except for visual art, maybe you can feel them. But the process comes from our mind. So the expression of humanity into the outward, and that causes us to reflect the humanity that is inside us. Duh! Very char. Diba? So that is our art. Okay, so do you have any questions? Of course you don't. I'm not going to entertain the questions. Maybe during our class. This is just a video recording of me. If you think about it, this is a past me. If you watch it now, right? The camera is here, they're not there. Isn't that an amazing thing to think about? Okay, before I go into other stuff, let me give a run-through of the course packets. For students opting for the modular learning, this course packet is designed for modular and blended, which is modular and online lectures, remote learning. Although Each page is designed to be independent from the use of the internet using Google Classroom video lectures, or you want to pronounce it as Google, okay ra gyapon. Using Google Classroom video lectures as supplement can maximize the student, which is you, learning potential, as music is better to be understood through listening than just reading alone. This is very helpful. Even though we have course packets, I will be uploading videos to further enhance those lessons. During our class, I will be sending you the link to my YouTube channel where it's all about music and arts. I'm going to be making a channel that is specifically for you guys because I love you. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to the second one. For students opting for blended learning, this course packet needs only minimal use of internet or 4G. You can download/stream the video lectures in Google Classroom to supplement the course packet. Okay, for the third one, for students opting for online learning, this course packet is available in Google Classroom. The school sends this packet to ensure learning is continuous in case there are internet disruptions. Some of you might have no internet, or yeah, maybe you have internet, but for some reason the internet just said goodbye to you. Goodbye. In case the internet just suddenly disappears, leave you hanging, man. Don't leave me hanging. That's why we have this course packet, and it's very important you have this because you might not be able to read or see the videos if you have no internet. Okay. And I have one more thing to run through. So here, in my course packet, there are legends, like there are icons there. See here. So cute. You see the Bible icon? The Bible is our Bible memory verse. So learning lessons from God's word and how we can live for Him. And when you see the blue circle with the exclamation point, that means that is our lesson focus, our topic. So it presents the substance of the lesson, enabling the students to acquire knowledge. Now, if you see the gear icon, the yellow one, oh no, oh dear, I moved the thing. If you see this one, it means it's the lesson application, how we apply our lessons. It allows the students to gain more understanding about the lesson. Next, the ears. The ear training is to develop the fundamental ability of distinguishing musical elements. Obviously, this is for our music lessons. So, if you see the blue circle with a question mark, you have two kinds: the quick check-up, a quick assessment to check learner lesson focus understanding, and the second one is the lesson check-up, a lesson formative assessment to check learner understanding is achieved after each lesson. Yeah. Oh, we're on. Okay. So, example, if you don't have any instruments, it is okay. I'm not going to require you or your parents to buy an instrument. But if you have one, it's very good. And it could really help you out. It could help you train your ears. For music, I will be requiring you to use only pencils and erasers. No ball pen for music because you might make a mistake along the way and you cannot erase if you're using ball pen. Obviously. So that's why pencil and eraser is the only thing that I'm going to require you for writing. Okay, now for arts, as long as you have a pencil, there are different kinds of pencils. If we're talking about Faber-Castell or Mongol pencils, grades 1, 2, and 3. So 3 is very light, 2 is in the middle, and 1 is very dark. So 2 is the standard. And if you are more in advanced with Staedtler or Faber-Castell that has different grades for sketching, 2B is good. 4H is also good. Ball pen. And when I say ball pen, it's the ballpoint pen. Could be Panda, Faber-Castell, Uni. As long as you have this one, the tip of the pen has a ballpoint. It's not going to focus because my camera is always focusing on my face. Oh, man. Anyways, this one. Or this. This brand is Pilot. That is very common. You can get that anywhere. HB, HBW, sa panang brands niya. If you have MyGel, if you don't have this, but you have MyGel, you can also use that. MyGels are good. But warning about MyGels, it could get messy. ladies and gentlemen, it could get messy on your paper. And sometimes ball pens also would betray you. If you drop your pen on the floor and the tip would hit the floor, it would cause the ball, the tip, to be lodged there up inside the thing, and it's going to bleed and would spew ink onto your paper. It's gonna be messy, 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 messy. Markers, pentel pen, black, blue, green, red, as long as it's a marker. Ruler, but we're not gonna use a ruler, not really. It's just there to support you. Paper, what kind of paper? If you have sketch pads, if you have bond paper, A4, A5 letter, short, long, anything as long as it's clean. If you have oil pastels, watercolor, crayons, yes, that is also a good thing. Now, we must have house rules during our virtual classes. Number one, always mute your microphone unless you want everyone to hear everything that's happening around your house. There has been a situation where a father has been calling my student's name and all of us can hear the father shouting, "Why didn't the student wash the plates?" So that's kind of embarrassing. As much as possible, I highly discourage you to lie down in front of the camera, because that would be so weird and awkward. Number 3, always enable your camera. Do not disable your camera. As long as your face is there, that's good. If the internet is low, that's still good. Just try your best for you to appear there on the screen. Okay, now number 4. So during our discussion, the chat box is off limits. That means you are not allowed to chat during my lessons unless I tell you to chat, or there is something wrong with the audio or the camera. That is the time that you are going to chat, only for emergencies. And of course, during our question and answers, when I say questions, then that's the time you're going to write on the chat box. Just take notes or remember what the question is. Again, I do not want to see you guys using the chat box to communicate with your friends. You can be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing there?" No, that is a big no. The reason why I'm not going to allow you to talk or use the chat box during the discussion is so that everyone can understand what I am discussing about. Because if all of us are talking at the same time, we cannot hear each other, and some of your classmates would have a hard time understanding. So yeah, that's my rules. It's very simple. If you think that music and art is not necessary to learn, see that? That's really popular in TikTok, and it would be silly you're dancing there. It's a TikTok camera with no music, and dancing is part of the art subject. What are you gonna do in TikTok without music and arts? That's one thing. Again, I am Sir John James Matherandayak, or you can call me Sir JJ. Before I go, I'm going to leave you a message. You can create art from a blank canvas, and you can create music from silence. Okay, guys. That's all for today, and I'll be seeing you. Goodbye, guys. Thank you for listening, and peace.